Dear students, welcome to our class on JRF, SRF, NET 2022, General Knowledge 4. So, in the first three classes, we tried to understand, we started learning from, say, uh, what is the powerhouse of the cell, plant cell. Okay, it is the mitochondria. So, like that, we started. We also tried to understand something related to the statistics. If we have several treatments, like for example, we have tillage treatments and also nitrogen levels. Tillage means, so zero tillage, and of course seed bed preparation, and then primary tillage only. Okay, like that, only different tillage practices we take on the main plots, and if it is a rice crop, for example, then we go for 50 kg per hectare of an 100 kg, 150, 200, 250, 300. So in such cases, we go for a split plot design, because the main plots are tillage treatments, subplots are nitrogen. So in that case, we get which tillage gives with how much of nitrogen application, whether it is basal or top dressing, first time, second time, third time, whatever it may be. So how the farmer gets the highest yield, to decide that, we just go for an excellent split plot design. There are split plot designs also. Okay, where main plots are tillage, subplots are nitrogen, and the dressings of are otherwise, sources of nitrogen, urea, okay, whatnot. So we go for slow releasing fertilizers or neem coated urea, something like that. So when we wanted to go for which is the best tillage treatment, which is the best recommended, and how many splits are sources. Okay, we go for split plot design, like that. We try to understand in the first classes. Now in this class, the first bit we are trying to understand is which of the following is the device or instrument used to measure the wind speed. Wind speed is measured with the anemometer. If it is electronic, sonic anemometers are there. Usually the rainfall is measured by rain gauge. But in some papers, you will get rainfall is measured by the following instruments. They will say anemometer, they will say pluviograph, they will say thermograph, they will say hygrograph. Rain gauge is replaced by pluviograph. Pluvio, okay, that's why rainfall is measured by pluviograph. You wanted to measure rainfall intensity and duration, for example, we go for self-recording rain gauge. In the self-recording rain gauge, you get the time, you get the intensity. So time is not duration. For how much duration? Rain won't occur 24 hours. Rain won't occur as if when we are awake. It will occur at any time. That's why. So self-recording rain gauge is useful in measuring the duration and intensity of the rainfall. Please note that these are all the things. Now, so optical fiber is used. Optical fiber is used in which of the following concepts? Which of the following concepts? Optical fiber. It is used in the concept of total internal reflection. Total internal reflection. We use optical fiber. Here, I would my own experiences. See, in building a net radiometer, in building a tube solarimeter. So usually wherever we measure total internal reflection in a cropped field, so the optical fiber technique, we concept. The concept is total internal reflection concept. So to achieve that one, we go for fiber, optical fibers. Now, yellow vein mosaic. Yellow vein mosaic is usually occurred in which crop? It is occurred in the general terms, we call it as the ladyfinger, and bhendi also we call it as. That's what. Now, so which of the following organ is affected by mumps disease? It is parotid. Which of the following is not the input of a computer? In the computer, which is not an input, 4 options are given there. The number 1 is the mouse, Mouse is an input. Keyboard is another input. Screen is another input. The last one is the scanner. Scanner is not an input in the computer. The digital computer operates on which principle? The digital computer operates on which principle? Is it electrification? No. Is it logical? No. Is it measurement? No. It is calculation. The digital computer operates on calculation principle. The non-cooperation movement of Gandhiji was launched in the year. The non-cooperation movement by Mahatma Gandhi was launched in the year 1920, 1920. Now, the specific heat of water is 4184 joules per kg per degree Kelvin. 4184 joules per kg per degree Kelvin, or 1 gram of water by 1 degree Kelvin. 1 gram of water, you wanted to increase it by 1 degree Kelvin or 1 degree centigrade. So we call it as the specific heat. So mat nursery is related to which crop? Mat nursery. Nurseries are grown, nurseries are raised in different techniques. Depot nursery, okay, puddle and flooded, okay, different techniques of paddy nurseries are there. So mat nursery relates to paddy. ANOVA was given by R.A. Fisher. Canal bunt is caused by Nivosia indica. Canal bunt is caused by Nivosia indica. Most of the wheat varieties are which plants? Most of the wheat varieties are long day plants. That's why it is grown in the Rabi season, by taking the advantage of western disturbance, by taking the advantage of rain from western disturbance. What is a western disturbance? It is an extratropical cyclone. It's not monsoonal rain. This bit will come. Is western disturbances rains or monsoonal? No. It is. They are also known as extratropical cyclone. So rice, wheat is a crop which is a food security crop in India. It is grown in northern parts of India by taking advantage of rains from western disturbances. So also by it is most of the varieties are dash plants, long day plant. Now, the crop having the highest pesticide usage in India, cotton. Cotton uses the highest pesticide usage. Double cross hybrid maize production technique was introduced by DF zones, JONES. Vertisol is related to dash soils. Vertisol pertains to black soils. The square of standard deviation is variance. The principle of making use of greater homogeneity in groups of experimental units to reduce experimental error. The principle of making use of greater homogeneity, what is in the groups of experimental units to reduce the experimental error is local control. It's what we consider local control. Once again, I would like to read upon these two bits. The square of standard deviation is variance. The principle of making use of greater homogeneity in groups of experimental units to reduce experimental error is local control. It's known as local control. Sugarcane inflorescence is dash. It is a spikelet. Sugarcane inflorescence is a spikelet. Country having maximum area under hybrid rice. Country having maximum area under hybrid rice is dash. It is China. Transgenic crop having a maximum cultivated area in the world is transgenic crop. Maximum area under which crop? It is under soybean. An ideal type of rice plant with small, thick and erect leaf was proposed by whom? Dash. It is Yoshida, Yoshida. Most of his research he worked on rice, Yoshida. So there is a book also written by him. When fertility gradient of the field is in two directions, When fertility gradient of field, you wanted to go for an experiment, fertility gradient is in two directions, then what is the most appropriate design? It is Latin square design. Now, another very interesting bits I would like to share with you are the Islamic revitalist, okay? A great Islamic revivalist movement was named after whom, you know. So the movement is known as Wahiba. Okay. Now it is by Syed Ahmad. Now, which of the following is considered as the Magna Carta of England education in India? Which of the following is considered as the Magna Carta of England education in India? It is not the Hunter Education Commission. It's not Lord Macaulay's. Okay, it's not Thomas Barrington. Okay, it is Wood's Dispatch. It's Wood's Dispatch. Now, which of the following nutrient doesn't come under the macronutrients in the soil health card? This bit is 100% to come. Nowadays, the government of India and state governments are asked to hand over the perfect soil health cards. So, in that, nitrogen is there, phosphorus is, potassium is there. So, which is not covered in the soil health card? It is zinc. Now, the study of individual trees. Please note, very interesting. The study of individual trees, shrubs, vines and perennial woody plants is known as arboriculture. Arboriculture. What is an arboriculture? It is a study of individual trees, shrubs, vines and perennials, particularly woody plants. It is known as arboriculture. Okay, the ministry implementing MIDH, Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. Okay, MIDH with effect from in which year? Okay, it is from 2014-15. The Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture, we call it as MIDH, Mission for Integrated Development of Horticulture. It is being implemented from 2014 to 15. So the interaction of soils with living things, the interaction of soils with living things, particularly plants, are known as edaphology. EDA, PHO, LO, ZY. Edaphology. What is it? What is edaphology? The interaction of soils with living things, particularly plants. Edaphology. Which of the following systems has also incorporated social aspects in itself? It is it landscaping? No. Is it horticulture? No. Is it forest gardening? No. It is permaculture. In permaculture, okay, in the permaculture system, okay, it also has inbuilt incorporation with reference to social aspects. Permaculture considers social aspects as one of the inbuilt components. So, I would like to share with you just 2 to 3 more bits this class. So, biurate content is urea. Biurate content in urea is 2%. In this bit also may come in urea, the percentage of N is 46. Biurate content in urea is just 2%. The state with maximum productivity of sugarcane, not maximum production, maximum productivity is Tamil Nadu. Now the last bit for today's class is non-edible oil plant. Okay, suitable for biodiesel. It is a non-edible oil. Edible oils, non-edible oils are there. What are the edible oils? Sunflower, you can say salmon, you can say mustard, whatnot. Non-edible castor. Okay, like another thing is jatropha. So this is a non-edible oil plant suitable for biodiesel. It's a non-edible plant, but we go for biodiesel. It is jatropha. Thanking you for your patient hearing.